Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you follow me, you know I'm a big fan of coloring fairies. As a child, I already was into fairy tales. I still like them. I had a big collection of fairy tale books. I still have some of them. My mom gave some away. I didn't like that she did that, but sometimes things happen. And I'm a big fan of the fairies of Barbara Lanza, and I have a few of her coloring books, and I want to show you some of them. This is one that I had when I first started coloring again. I call it a lot as a child, but this is one that I bought when I was an adult. Well, I'm trying to be. It has a ring binding, so that's really nice. This was one of my first fairy books that I bought, so I hope my coloring is made progress. I'm not sure. So I have another one of this that's not colored in, but because I bought two at a time because I was such a big fan. But let's take a look in here. So here's some work of Barbara herself, just giving you some coloring tips. And then you start with the beautiful fairies. There's a little bit of text above every one. They are so nice. I have the book a little bit lower because there is some information in the book and I don't know if it still works, but that's for people who buy the book, so I don't want to show that in the camera. I did this one. I think it's okay, but it needed a little bit more work on the flower and I'm not happy with the color of the leaves. They are single-sided, so you could use markers if you protect your other page. And this is done with Color Soft. In 2014. This is the one from the cover. The paper is a little bit smooth. I like it a little bit less smooth, but still. You can copy it for your own use and then you can do something with it. Or you can cut it out, use it in your art journal. I do that sometimes. Using a colored page, cut it out and use it in an art journal. It's a little one. I did this one and again needed a lot more shading, but also done in 2014, and that was with a Marco Raffine. I don't have them anymore. I gave them away. I found them very hard. I like this wintry one. There's a lot of silver gel pen on the page. I think I did a nice job with this one. That's done with Pablo's, and also the background is in pencil, so whoa. This is the Hydrangea Fairy. And then more technique here, cross hatching, putting down. I started this one, it's not finished, also with the Color Soft. And you see there's hardly any shading in the flowers, so yeah, it really needs more work. I like this one. I did this later. So in the background I did with soft pastels and a stencil, and there is, can you see that there is a spider web behind him? And the shading in this is a little better. Not on the mushroom, but on him it's a little better. Like here I did some shading, and in his socks, but the mushroom needed more work, but it was a little better. Oh my gosh. I'm suffering for, it's a strange time of year to suffer from hay fever, but I'm crying and sneezing and all the time. This needed a lot more color. I did this with some metallic pencils and well, they didn't work really great. Here, more about shading, some technique for patterns. But most of them are really simple pages, nice to practice on. Oh, this would be a nice one for Christmas with a polar bear. Yeah, lovely one. And you can print it and make it a little bit bigger. And here about mixing your colors. So, yeah, my work is not great, but you have to start somewhere. And that's why I'm so happy that I have another one. I think this one is okay. Still, I think the leaves are too bright. But I only had, this is done with Spectrum Noir pencils, Colorsoft and Pablo. The Spectrum Noir I don't have anymore. I didn't like them. I have the Colorsoft, but I don't use them a lot anymore. But I think I did quite a good job with my first apples. But I think the pictures are great. So, like I said, I don't know if you can buy this book still. And she also has instruction books that you can buy if you want to. If you cannot find this one, maybe you can find this one. And I have to tell you, there are some of the same pictures, I think all of them, in this book. It's called Fairy World. And you see, this one I call it in blue in the other book. So, and this one I did. This is the one, but a little bit bigger. I think I like that more. This one came out later and they printed the pictures bigger. The lines are also a bit thicker because of that, but I think here is the guy that I did with the spider web. And this girl I did, so I can do them again. The rose. They blow up the pages, so I like this one more. Because the pictures are a little bit bigger, you see more of them. This is the winter one that I did. There are some new ones in it as well that are not in the other book. So it has a lot of pictures. But like I said, lots of them are just a little bit bigger in this book. And you see the instructions are the same. Oh, look at what she did with that pumpkin fairy. So yeah, here's a bit about the author. These are really new. They are all in the instruction book. So yeah, love this one too. Have not done anything in it. Before I bought that one, I found this. It's also Barbara Lanza. And I think it has the same fairies in it. Can you see that? Also the big ones. So this one I bought before the other one. Yeah, it's the same. Here's an even bigger one. It's a double spread, and I did it in the middle of the book, so that's really beautiful. Then you don't have to color in the spine. I did this one. I think it turned out nice. So yeah, I can color them over and over again. I did a little bit on this one, and you can see my shading is getting better. So yeah, I love her work. I'm a big fan, so I have all those fairy books. I have a few more. I have this one from Created Haven. And and it's called Enchanting Fairies, and it says nothing on the cover, but when you look inside, it says Barbara Lanza. And these are different. And the one in here, the pages are perforated, so you can take them out if you want. And I think you get, oh no, you get one of each. I thought there were two, but that's not true. So also a bit different. The fairies are more grown up, more mature. The other ones are more child fairies, and they have a border. You don't have to do the border, but you can. You can put washi tape around if you want. I really like the pictures. I did this one and I colored the whole border. Oh my gosh. Again, a little bit better at the shading. Can do a little bit more, I think. But I think if I do another one, I don't color the border. I put something on it, like washi tape. I don't like to color all those borders. I think the wings are amazing. They are all a little bit different. Look at this one. This one is in the book, it's not my work. And this is the back. I still have more. Fairies and Friends, Barbara Lanza. And this one is by, I don't know. I think it's an Amazon paper. Yeah, printed in Poland by Amazon. So this is an Amazon book. Like the Teapot Fairy House. I started on this one with Pablo's, I think. And I like the colors of my leaves better. Look at him. This is a very beautiful one. I love this one. Again, single-sided, you can use markers, but protect your other pages. Or copy them on other paper. Just for your own personal use, because you all love him. You cannot give them away or sell them. Oh, look at this with a big cat. Some of the pages I don't remember because I have the books for a long time and there is so much to color. The friends are amazing. Hummingbirds. This is a cute one. This reminds me of Josephine Wall. She always have like fairy people with nature. Oh, and I think it's his birthday. Oh, and this one with a fox. I need to do more in this. It's amazing. I'm so glad I'm looking at it again. I'm so sorry. There's still more. Fairy Lane. Barbara Lanza. I love this one. I think it's also printed by Amazon. It's printed in the USA. I cannot find anything. It's from 2016. There is a www.barbaralanza.com, so maybe you can buy it. I bought it on Amazon, I'm sure of that. The paper is, you can see the the other picture too. It's and you can see it here. It's really, really thin. So you have to be careful. It's single-sided, but you can see the other. It's really, really thin paper. It's like copy paper. But I still love the images. Did a little work in there. Oh, look at this. It's a bunny. The pictures are so beautiful. I did this one. I think it's a little bit better. There's a little bit of gold and a little bit of pink gel pen in the flowers. I don't think the camera picks it up, but... And I like this a little bit more. I did a little more shading in there. And I did this one, and this one I did later, and this one I like. I'm happy with this one. I think it's done with Pablo's, and I used pastel with a stencil in the background so that there is more like blossom in the background. I think I did some of this in a live stream a long time ago, and I did a wing of Stella on my wings. Can you see it? And there's a little bit of gold. I don't think you can see the really, a little bit, the really fine glitter on the wings, because the wing of Stella is very subtle, but it's there. It's lovely. Maybe I could have blended the dress a little bit more, but I'm still really pleased with it. I think I like the wings, and I made the wings see-through because I draw the branches myself really light in the background. Again here, they were not there, but I wanted the wings to be very thin, like that you couldn't see through them, and I think it worked really nice. I think I did a great job with it. I'm proud of myself. So this is just a page to protect, because the paper is so thin, you want to protect your other page that you don't go through. So I put a piece of copy paper behind it. And I leave it in because then I can use it for the next one that I'm gonna color. I think I'm so sorry this paper is so thin because the pictures are amazing and I really like them. You have to color really light. And I like my pictures staying in the book and not copying them on something else. I think she is a bride. Look at the little one. So that was that one. 25 pictures in the book. And there's one more. But it's not fairies, it's mermaids. But I didn't want to leave it out because it is Barbara Lanza. And again, perforated pages. And I think this one is printed by Amazon. It's not saying it anywhere. So maybe not. No, it's printed by Dover Publication. I think it's from Creative Haven, but this is the German edition. Sometimes I buy the German edition because they are cheaper for me than the English ones. But the pictures are the same, so I don't mind. If it saves money, I can buy more books. So. And the paper in here is much thicker than the other one, the Fairy Lane. This is much better paper, and it's not so smooth, so I like this. It's really wonderful. This is much better paper, like the one that I showed from this one. This one, it also has the thicker paper and the perforated pages, so I think this one is in Creative Haven, but then it's the German edition. And I know it's not fairies, but it's also Barbara, so I didn't want to leave it out. I like mermaids too, so it's okay. It's okay. And there are some lovely ones in here. I have not colored in it, but still happy with the book. Sometimes I take some of the book out of the cupboard, take them with me, sit on the couch and just look at them, go through them, enjoy the art that's in them. For me, that's also a pleasure. Looking at all the beautiful drawings. So they are not a waste. I still enjoy them. So uncolored books are not a waste of space. Still, they are still loved. What I do now, when I have a new book, I try to color one page in it, so then it's mine. So, yeah. And that was the last one. I hope you liked my Barbara books. Thank you for watching, and maybe till next time. Bye for now.